But this is scale build from 2004 resource.
Sadistic.
Yeah, Max.
I'd
Like
like
Quentin
to
Tarantino.
know that there's nothing.
Thelma. The first one's very good.
But it wasn't from lack of trying, I can tell you that. A coma I was to lie in for 4 years.
She had to kill others.
I went on what the movie advertisements refer to as a roaring rampage of revenge and satisfaction. But I have only one more. The one I'm driving to right now.
And last one, the
And when
Bill.
I arrive at my destination, I am gonna kill Bill.
That Massacre 2 Pines.
Happened at the Two Pines Wedding Chapel that put this whole gory story into motion. The El Paso, Texas Wedding Chapel Massacre. How many got killed and who killed them changes depending on who's telling the story. Massacre didn't happen during a wedding at all.
Say you may kiss the bride, you may kiss the bride. Tongue in her mouth.
Try to restrain ourselves.
Samuel Jackson.
How about Love Me Tender? I'd play that. Drill, I was a drifter, I was a coaster, I was part of the gang. If they come through Texas, I done played with
Bride's side, and then we have the groom's side. But since the bride ain't got nobody coming, far too many people coming.
Well, yeah, they're coming all the way from Oklahoma.
Good if you had somebody come. You know, as a sign of good faith.
Well, I don't have anybody except for Tommy and my friends. Working on changing that.
Mrs. Harmony, we're all the family this little angel's ever gonna need.
And this bitch is starting to piss me off. So while you all blather on.
She's gonna go out and get some air.
Yeah, given her delicate condition, she just needs a few minutes to get it together.
This is when Bill's comes in.
Hello, kiddo.
What are you doing here?
A moment ago, I was playing my flute, looking at the most beautiful bride these old eyes have ever seen.
Are you gonna be nice?
I've never been nice my whole life.
Sweet side is your best side.
You're the only one who's ever seen it.
Camera
See, you got
second.
one in the oven. Man here sure doesn't believe in wasting time, does he? I like his hair.
He owns a used record store here in El Paso.
What are you doing for a job these days?
I work in the record store. Get to listen to music all day. Talk about music all day. It's really cool.
Cockblockery aside, I am looking forward to meeting your young man my gal marries.
He's still jealous.
Come to the wedding.
Only if I can sit on the bride's side.
I'll find it a bit lonely on my side.
Your side always was. I used to dream about you.
Oh, here's Tommy. Call me Arlene.
Arlene's told me so much about you.
Honey, you okay?
Oh, I'm fine. I'd like you to meet my father.
Oh my God. Great.
He's in
I'm
a little-
so glad to meet you, sir. Oh, Dad.
Always full of surprises.
Well, in the surprise department.
Straight from Australia?
Of course.
Daddy, I told Tommy that you were in Perth mining for silver and...
Pay so much money for a dress you're only gonna wear once. Especially when Arlene looks so goddamn beautiful in it.
It's supposed to be bad luck for the groom to see the bride in her wedding dress.
Just believe in living dangerously.
He likes to live dangerously. It's like the ocean powers.
What am I thinking? You should give her away.
Tommy, that's not exactly Daddy's cup of tea. Sitting with the rest of the guests.
Really?
That's asking a lot.
How about we go out to dinner tonight, celebrate?
Only on the condition that I pay for everything.
Deal.
You don't owe me a damn thing. If he's the man you want.
He's a kiss back. It's when the massacre happened.
He has broken it.
Daps sure know how to hold a grudge, don't they?
I know this is a ridiculous question. Before I ask, but you haven't by any chance kept up with your swordplay?
I pawned that years ago.
You hawked a Hattori Hanzo sword. It was priceless.
Well, not in El Paso, it ain't.
Right there, there's a black necklace.
Fight with me, all she's got to do is come down to the club and start some bean fight.
But you've got to get over being mad at me and start becoming afraid of you. Because she is coming, and she's coming to kill you. Unless you accept my assistance, I have no doubt she will succeed.
Guilt, and I don't chew out of paying my comeuppance. That woman deserves her revenge. We deserve to die. But then again, so does she.
Great on schools.
Play it again. Bud, can't you tell time? Yes, back here! Okay?
Some
Be
course.
somebody, baby. Know what car wash you worked before you came here that let you stroll in 20 minutes late?
Do you want me to leave?
No, I don't want you to leave. I want you to sit and wait. There ain't nobody out there. There ain't nobody out there to bounce. You're saying that the reason paying you to do is that you don't have a job to do? What are you trying to convince me of exactly? That you're as useless as an asshole right here?
Elbow.
Calendar time for Buddy. Okay, you working tomorrow? There you work. Here, you're not working tomorrow. You're working Wednesday. Here you are. There you go. Yeah. I don't think so. Friday. Monday, you go to... Yeah, how about that? Your cash is the only thing you kids seem to understand. I want you to go home till I call you. Till I call you. Times I told you. Don't wear that hat here. How many?
Is a trigger.
I'm the boss of you. And I'm telling you that I want you to keep that kicker hat at home.
But, honey, the toilet is at it again. There's shitty water all over the floor.
I'll clean it up.
Mm-hmm.
She's hiding it. At least he doesn't see. He knows.
Gentled you down some, didn't it? Nobody a badass with a double dose of rock salt. That deep in their tits. It's fine. As big as yours. Bad must sting. I win. Me and the cowgirl ain't never been caught. Not yet, I ain't. I shot her full of rock salt. Perform her coup de grace with a rock. Anywho, that's what I'm holding in my hand right now. Spanking new Atari.
Atari Hanzo.
And I'm here to tell you how.
How much?
Well, that's hard to say, being that it's priceless and all. Bony ass down here first thing in the morning. $1 million in folding cash.
$1 million.
The sword ever made by a man.
Sounds like we got a deal. One condition. Must suffer to her last breath.
Hell, darling.
Sadistic.
Eggs and bacon.
It's going to be buried.
Get me out of this hole!
Those eyes. This bitch is furious.
Cutest little blonde pussy you ever saw. Little blonde pussy you ever saw.
I seen better. White women call this the silent treatment. That we let them think we don't like it.
The feet, I get the head. Hey! Whippoorworm. You see this? That's a can of mace. Now, you're going underneath the ground tonight. And I want to bury you with this.
That's like.
But if you're gonna act like a horse's ass, this whole goddamn can, right in your eyeballs, I'll burn them right out, and you're gonna be blind. Now, what's it gonna be, sister?
That's a wise decision. This is for breaking my brother's heart.
How is he going to get out of this? Just probably calm down. Maybe take out one air.
Upon a time in China, a priest of the White Lotus clan, Pai Mei, was down a road, contemplating whatever it is that when a Shaolin monk appeared on the road. The monk and the priest crossed paths, fathomable display of generosity. Monk, the slightest of knowledge. It's the intention of the Shaolin monk to insult Pai Mei, or did he just fail to see the main unknown? Pai Mei appeared at the Shaolin temple's head abbot, that he offer Pai Mei his neck. Pai Mei was inconsolable. Massacre of the Shaolin temple and all 60 of the monks inside. Point palm exploding heart technique.
And what, pray tell, is the 5-point palm exploding heart technique?
Deadliest blow in all of martial arts. Fingertips. At 5 different pressure points.
This is dicey.
Your heart explodes inside your body.
Effective technique.
Did he teach you that?
One man, 5-point palm.
Who knows about it?
One of the things I've always liked about you, wise, whatever Pai Mei says, obey. You throw any American sass his way, he'll snap your back and your neck like they were twigs.
He wants to be dominant.
He'll accept you as his student.
What happened to you?
Nothing.
Get in a fight?
Because he's a very, very, very old man. They become old, they get lonely. Teach them the value of company. Seeing those steps again makes me ache, and I have a lot of fun carrying buckets of water up and down that fucker.
I see you again.
That's the title of my favorite soul song of the 70s.
What?
Sarcasm, no back talk. At least not for the first year or so. You're gonna have to let him warm up to you. Despises Americans and has
The whites. That's very different.
師傅，
你個漢語好差，我一個字聽唔到，而且好刺耳。教你講嘢，你係唔對。漢語好啊，定係廣東話好啊？
I speak Japanese 很好。
我唔係問你日本話，亦都唔係問你蒙古。如果你唔識漢語，就好似狗一樣通街嗌，我會喝你，指令你，用棍打你。你曾經學過武術？ 你學過啲乜嘢？
I am proficient in Tiger Crane style, exquisite art of the samurai sword.
日本劍道開咩玩笑？正是我。咁你係咪想死？傻瓜，身體好虛弱添。你識日本話嘛？我最憎日本人。
Yes, everyone, basically.
攞起把劍。 如果我輸俾你嘅話，我今日跪喺度拜你為師。睇到我功夫啊，試我腳法啊！你個劍術只係屬一般業餘。我已經俾機會。 你睇下識咩武功？我睇到啦。 你同其他美國女人同埋洗男人錢，風呢？我問你，將你手斬落嚟。No, please don't. 喐手。
我驚。
唔到咧。
係。
咁嘅滋味未？開始。開始你要練舞，記住。
我咯。
你嘅手臂屬於你，叫我咁做得唔得
No.
War can, but not that shui.
咁即係唔得啦！打穿佢，而家開始。你嘅拳頭唔應該怕木頭，係木頭應該怕你認輸。
Just traumatized. Can use the soap sticks.
好似狗一樣咁食嘢，就俾好似狗一樣喺出邊住。
I don't think dog can eat with hand. I mean, she's sitting using two hands. Release collar out for that one. To lose the belt. Okay. There's a saving blade in the boots. It's familiar with the boards. Not bad. Yeah, from the grave.
May I have a glass of water, please?
Ellie and I, her name is Ellie. $1 million.
I have to give it to you, bud. The grave she's buried under?
Paula?
Skulls.
Schultz.
Schultz.
Money right there in that red bag, isn't it? It's your sword now.
You don't even check.
Little sword, all right.
Bill tells me you once had one of these of your own. Well, compared to that.
Basically the same.
There you go. Wrap your lips around that. Which jar are you filled with?
What?
#1 killer of old people is retirement. They tend to live a little bit longer so they can do it. So now that you're not going to have to face your enemy no more on the battlefield, which are you filled with relief or regret?
A little bit of both.
Oh, I'm sure you do feel a little bit of both, more than you feel the other.
Regret.
The question was, which one is it? Regret. I saw anybody Buffalo Bill the way she buffaloed Bill. She was just smart for a blonde.
He doesn't know.
Thanks a bunch.
Two times. I guess it's time.
Rude of me, wasn't it? Bud, I'd like to introduce my friend. Mamba? This is Bud. Listen to this. Saying goes, in the bush, an elephant can kill you, a leopard can kill you, and a black mamba is death sure. Hence its handle, death incarnate.
I thought it was king cobra.
Most effective poisons, acting on the nervous system,
That's most
causing
effective.
paralysis, being in 4 hours, if, say, bitten on the ankle or the thumb. Face or torso can bring death from paralysis within 20 minutes. The amount of venom that can be delivered from a single bite can be gargantuan. 100 to 400 milligrams of venom from a single bite. The biggest R I feel is regret. Greatest warrior I have ever met her end. Bushwhacking, scrub, elky piece of
Yes, he's dead.
Buy a bunch of flowers. Then you take those flowers to Huntington Cemetery on final resting place of Beatrix Kiddo.
Beatrix Kiddo.
Here. Look.
Okay, at one point. Chicken yung mga panasawan. And okay, so
Never loved. Bill. Sansa's sword. He said he pawned it.
That makes him a liar now, don't it? What you say to Pai-Mei to make him snatch out your eye?
Miserable old fool.
Bad idea.
I killed that miserable old fool. Wasn't his fish heads. And I told him an old fool like you is worth less than nothing. That's right. And now I'm gonna kill you too. Dear future will become my sword.
she's facing a bit intense. Since plan. Accept the best pain.
Like most men who never knew their father, Bill collected father figures. He was a pimp and a friend of Bill's mother. He ran a brothel in Acuna, Mexico for over 50 years. Up of the fatherless offspring of his whole... He ran the Acuna Boys, retired gentleman of leisure, who could point me in Bill's direction. May I join you, Esteban?
Please, I prefer English. I haven't spoken in a while. Really companion as yourself.
It's my pleasure to be in the company of such a fine gentleman as yours. Where's Bill?
You must be Beatrix. When Bill was only 5 years old, I took him to the moon. Began compulsively to suck his thumb to an obscene amount. The moment this boy was a fool for bronze. This, and here you were driving a truck.
Pussy wagon died on me.
The pussy died. It would have been much nicer. I would have just cut your face. Ta-da!
What happened to her mouth?
What were we talking about? Where's Bill? Selena. I will draw you a map.
No.
Because he will want me to.
Now that I don't believe.
I cut that's all.
Shot us. But little did Quick Draw Kiddo know.
Here's to bullets, Mommy.
Hey, get back down there. You're
yeah.
playing possum. That's when little BB fires.
Bang, bang.
Yes,
You're dead, Mom.
daughter.
Oh! Baby. Should have known. You are the best.
Oh, Mommy, don't die. I was just playing.
Told her you were asleep. But that one day you'd wake up and come back to her. Been asleep since I was born. Then how will she know what I look like? Mommy's been dreaming of
Every single night, baby. Every single night.
Time please wake up, Mommy.
What a pretty little girl you
You too, Mommy.
Tell me what she said when I showed you her picture. Come on. You know what she said. Come on. Tell Mommy it'll make her feel good.
Most beautifulest woman I ever saw in the whole wide world.
That's nice.
Don't you think Mommy has the prettiest hair?
Gorgeous.
Very good. Gorgeous. He's kind of mad at Daddy.
Why, Daddy? Were you being a bad daddy?
I'm afraid I was. Our little girl learned about life and death the other day.
Killed him.
It was her goldfish. A fish in her hand, crying, Daddy, Daddy, Emilio's dead.
I stepped on him.
Actually, young lady, the words you so strategically used, which I queried, just how
did that
your
not
foot
happen?
accidentally find its way into Emilio's fish bowl. You would have been so proud of Emilio out of his bowl and put him on the carpet.
Flapping.
Excellent psycho.
Stopped flapping, didn't he? Second, she lifted up her foot and saw Emilio not flapping. She knew what she had done. True image of life and death. Even a 4-year-old with no concept of life or death knew what it meant. You loved Emilio, didn't you?
Kissing the kid.
Well,
Oh, Mommy?
worse. Shot her for real.
Why did you want to see what happened?
I was very sad. Some things, once you do, they can never be undone.
You made me sleep. That's why I haven't been with you, baby.
Like Mommy to watch a video with you before sleepy time?
Uh-huh. With me before sleepy time?
Oh, yeah. I would love...
Assassin.
No, BB. Shogun Assassin is too long.
Mm-mm.
No, it's not.
The heads of 131 lords. But Shogun was scared of him. Maybe that was the problem.
I just dropped your name, Bill.
That'd do it. Suppose the idea is we cross Hanzo. So happens this hacienda has its own private beach. The beach just so happens to look particularly beautiful. A full moon out tonight. So then we could wait until dawn and slice each other up at sunrise. Down, I'm gonna have to put one in your kneecap. And I hear tell that's a very painful... I have a few unanswered questions. Reaches its climax. I'm going to ask you some questions. Truly and utterly incapable of telling the truth. A special solution. Gotcha.
God
damn.
You just shoot me with...
My greatest invention, or at least my... and quite infallible truth serum. I call it twice as strong as sodium pentothal.
For you?
Yeah.
No.
Surrounding superheroes, fascinating. Batman is actually Bruce Wayne. Spider-Man is actually Peter Parker. Superman stands alone. His alter ego is Clark Kent. He's wrapped in his baby when the Kents found him. Those are his clothes. That's the costume. That's the costume Superman wears to blend in with us. Clark Kent is Superman's critique on the whole human race. You can take the needle out. Did you really think your life in El Paso was going to work?
No.
No.
Okay.
But I would have had baby.
But you are a killer. Those people you killed to get to me felt damn good, didn't they?
Yes.
Every single one of them.
Yes.
It was the $64,000 question. Why did you run away from me with my baby?
Remember the last assignment you sent me? I threw up. Maybe I was pregnant. Easy to use. Remove cap and urinate on the absorbent end for 5 seconds. You can read the results as soon as the line appears in the window.
And then she became pregnant.
What I didn't know was that somewhere on my journey I had been spotted and an assassin of her own.
Karen Kim, I'm the hospitality manager of the hotel. I have a welcome gift from the management.
That's nice. Leave it by the door.
I have to be at this range, but a surgeon with a shotgun. You right in my sight. I just found out. Right now, blew a hole through the door.
Yeah, baby.
I'm pregnant.
What is this?
It says I'm pregnant. Another time you'd be 100% right. Or 100% wrong. I'm the deadliest woman in the world. I'm just scared shitless for my baby. Please, just look at the strip.
Stay where you are and don't move.
The box with the directions is right there.
Easy to use. Remove the cap and your...
Who means pregnant?
I'll read it myself, thank you. Okay. Say I were to believe you, what then?
Just go home.
Congratulations.
She left.
When I was your woman, that strip turned blue, I would have jumped a motorcycle onto a speeding train. That strip turned blue. I could no longer do any of those things.
Well, why didn't you tell me then instead of now?
Once you knew you'd claim her.
Your decision to make.
I mean,
But
it's
it's
her
the right
body.
decision, and I made it for my daughter. Had been born into a world she shouldn't have. Make a list of impossible things that could never happen on me by busting a cap in my crown.
I think somebody they love is dead when they're not is quite cruel. I overreacted.
You overreacted? Is that your explanation?
No, I didn't say I was going to explain myself. Was my reaction really that surprising?
Yes.
Yeah.
Would or could do that too. And I have unfinished business.
You ain't kidding. The 5-point palm exploding heart technique.
Of course he did.
Why didn't you tell me?
I mean, you're a killer.
I don't know.
You're not a bad person. You can be a real cunt.
This ending, very good movie. Nice dancing is incredible. The five finger technique, the action scenes actually very incredible. It's very entertaining also. So in the video, see this video.